This is our fourth year in the business of with plants in the ground, and our third harvest. And this year we've more than doubled our yield from last year, and we've taken measures that add fertilizer to the irrigation system, and we fertilize periodically with different mixtures. And our representatives from the Oregon Vineyard Supply says that by doing this we'll double our yield every year, and possibly even triple it in the coming years. So with these plants, the first planting of the first 2 acres are just about ready to get over into the next threshold of their yield. So 5 to 7 years is when you begin picking the fruit, and then between 7 and 12 years, even 15 years, is when you get your optimum yield. So hopefully in the next 3, 4, 5 years with this field, we'll be hitting our optimum yield, and possibly be getting close to 5,000 pounds an acre. So with 10 acres, that's 50,000 pounds, and by then we'll be harvesting another 7 to 8 acres that we plan on putting in berries in the spring of 2012. We discovered a situation in the field here where we have a wet spot and it's creating some root rot. So we have to take some measures to control that, and some of those are additives to the soil, so it pushes that water away from the roots, and also putting more additives in the irrigation system so that we can counter that as well. It doesn't take a lot of money to do that, but it does affect the berry plant, and as you can see, the limbs and the leaves and the fruit are all affected by it. So it's kind of like a shriveling effect, and then the bark falls off. So we have kind of a moderate infestation of starlings this year in the field, and we've installed a propane cannon in the field, and we've kind of strategically located it in various places just to keep the starlings busy flying around and not so busy coming into the field. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but they do some, and we want to make sure that they don't do a lot. As starlings go, once they find a habitat, they're going to stay there, and they're going to grow their flock, so to speak, and just migrate every year. So what we want to do is make sure they don't do that. We take cannons, put them in the field, and put a timer on them, and it just distracts them and disturbs them enough that they don't land in the field and stay in the field as often. In the agricultural business, you need a facility that you can work on equipment and store products and things that you use to maintain your business. So we obviously have to have that facility. So we built the shop here, and it's a nice sized shop. It's not gigantic as far as manufacturing facilities go, but it is adequate for what we need. It's 45 by 85 feet, and it's a double-story building that we have drive-through bays, and we can work on our equipment and store our products that we use, and spraying equipment for fertilizers and things like that, and also to put product in there if we have to. For example, this year we've used a refrigeration unit. So when we pick our berries, we crate them, and then we put them on pallets, and of course we have to have a place for storage during the day before we take them to the processing plant. And that helps out because it keeps the berries cool during the day as we pick, and then at the end of the day, of course, we take them to the plant, and they weigh them and give us our ticket, and we leave. So it's a good system, and the refrigeration unit is basically a truck. So then we forklift the pallets onto that, and at the end of the day, the berries are still cool and they're still fresh, not soggy, and they don't get affected by the heat.